Calling all killers, this is the Kings of Kill podcast. I'm Zack.
I'm Steven.
Together we are the Kings of Kill, bringing to the show dedicated to the love of all things horror. And this week, we've got a fun one for you, folks. Steven, will you please tell the world what we're talking about today?
Starship Troopers.
Oh, shit!
I'm so excited.
This is so much fun. I know it's sci-fi, but come on, sci-fi horror, they're sisters. They get along just fine.
Bugs killing people, people killing bugs.
This week's killer request coming to us from Sam. Sam, thank you so much. We appreciate you listening, man. If you want to make a request, head on over to kingsofkill.com. There you can not only make requests just like this episode right here, but you can do a little shopping and help support the show. Check out our merch. It's one of a kind. It's unique. It's fun. We really appreciate it. That's kingsofkill.com.
I'm doing my part.
Oh, shit. Look at that. Folks, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can find us by searching Kings of Kill. We've got some swag here of our own. It's pretty sweet.
God.
Little ASMR shit for you right there. It's we got mugs, we got clean canteens, we got some sweatshirts, we got a lot of cool stuff. Spare a few pennies, help support the show. We appreciate it. kingsofkill.com. Check us out on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter. K-Kill Podcast, Instagram, Kings of Kill Podcast, and even, to my dismay, TikTok at Kings of Kill. I hate it. I'm an old grumpy bastard.
It's the entertainment of the day.
Kids these days TikToking their life away. Anyways, Starship Troopers came out in '97, running time of 2 hours 9 minutes, rated R, as every goddamn horror movie should be. A stunning cast. We've got Casper Van Dien, total hunk. Denise Richards, absolutely stunning. Dina Meyer did a great job in this. Jake Busey, not Gary, slightly smaller teeth. Jake Busey. NPH himself, the Doogie, Neil Patrick Harris, Clancy Brown, Michael Ironside,
Clancy Brown, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, that's right. Rue McClanahan. Who's that? The Golden Girl herself. That's right. Directed by Paul Verhoeven. Who's that? You ever seen RoboCop? You ever seen Hollow Man? The guy's got chops. Screenplay written by Edward Nemir. I don't know. Butchered that name.
Sounds right. Sounds right.
Got it. Nailed it. Moving on. Loosely based on the novel by Robert A. Heinlein. Filmed in the Badlands National Park, South Dakota. Budget of $105 million. Made 22 opening. Worldwide grossed just over 120. Not what we would call a success. This guy barely made it, but goddamn, I got a cult following, and it damn sure deserves it. So let's get into what it's loosely based on, and I say loosely. A very famous sci-fi writer, Robert A. Heinlein, wrote a 2-part essay in a sci-fi magazine that was Starship Troopers. He was most famous in sci-fi. He was also an aeronautical engineer. He was a naval officer. He's been dubbed the Dean of Science Fiction Writers. He was one of the first to emphasize accuracy in storytelling and sci-fi. He wanted things to make sense. So, like, as you see, like, their weapons are futuristic but super plausible. They're machine guns. You know?
They actually look like the assault rifle on Halo.
They look just like
pretty close.
Actually. Yeah. He's a bit controversial because there's a lot of talks in his works about capital punishment. A lot of talks of his works of what if the axis of evil won the war, took over the world. A lot of that. But nonetheless, the important thing here is to focus on the film. The book didn't mean any harm, of course. It's fantasy. It's make-believe. Reviewers, critics, okay, we're not reviewers. We're not critics. We're a couple assholes that love horror. That's what we are. We just talk about stuff, like share the world, our fun little opinions. But opinions are like assholes. Everybody's got one. So Don't take us too seriously. We're just having fun. We're having a good time. We're just trying to share some scares and count some kills with y'all. We're having a good time. This is a fun show.
Don't have a kill count for this one. Jesus.
I was going to ask you just to be a dick.
You know what?
Intergalactic
I don't know if I've done
warfare.
a kill count in a while, to be honest.
It's been tricky. It's been tricky.
It has been very tricky.
When we covered April Fools, there technically wasn't a kill count. Spoiler.
True. Mom and Dad.
If you want to catch that,
the whole town.
Mom and Town, the whole dad. Yeah, if you want to catch up, kingsofkill.com. All of our episodes are curated in the library there. You can check us out on Spotify. You can check our ever-growing library now on YouTube.
No one died in Wraith.
Unfortunately, no one died.
Unfortunately.
Just my soul. Yeah, no, it's been tricky. It's been kind of unfair lately.
It's been tough.
The kill count next week's episode will be fun.
Oh, spoilers. What is it?
Fun for
Don't
me.
tell me.
Fun for me. Fun for me.
Fun for you. Shit.
Yeah.
Cool. Transformers it is.
I'll talk about it right now. It's going to be fun because you're the only motherfucker going to be getting killed next week because we're long due for a cockfight.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. The reigning defending champion with his belt in the back right there. For those of you who know, cockfight is when we disagree and we go head-to-head to hammer it out. We agree on a lot of things. Most importantly, we agree that horror is so damn fun. We want to talk about it and share it with y'all. Sometimes we have differing opinions, just like anyone does, although mine are right and Steven's just wrong. Anyways.
What movie are we doing? Which cockfight?
The last cockfight we had was Mortal Kombat, which was better, the OG film or the new one. And we leave it up to you, our killer fans, to vote on Twitter at KKill Podcast. Y'all dubbed Steven the winner. I disagree. But that doesn't matter. The people have spoken. Our killer fans has dubbed Steven the champion. Congratulations, you son of a bitch. Smile smugly over there. Sipping your Perrier.
I have no words.
Fancy. Do you want to know what we're gonna fight about next week, or you want to wait till the end like we always do?
Let's wait till the end. Let's keep that.
Stay tuned to the end of the show, everybody, because at the end of every episode, we announce what we're going to be talking about next week. And, of course, we put ad spots on Instagram at Kings of Kill Podcast, talking about anytime we drop some new content. Starship Troopers. Like many things, the sequels are all pretty rough.
The third one, I like the third one. Second one's rough.
The second one's very rough. Which was the fourth one, an animated series? Or not series, but an animated special. That one was kind of fun.
Trader of something. It's on Netflix.
That was kind of fun.
That one I did not check out, and I'm pretty bummed about, because I found out this morning that there was one, so I didn't have time.
It's pretty good.
Rico's
second one was pretty rough. What happens in the third one?
Dude, I can't tell you, but I remember it being very cool. I know it doesn't help, but there was a weekend where we watched all three, and I was like, so over the second one, and the third one, we all just said, that one's pretty good. But
it reminds me of like when I was a kid, like USA Networks would have like the weekend benders of like just action movies left and right. God damn, this movie is so much fun. This is from like a forgotten era of like badass horror sci-fi. Like we're talking like this is on the same level as Predator, as Total Recall, RoboCop, which is the same director, Demolition Man. Over the top, like blood.
None of those were big pictures.
None of them were, but they're so fun. Do you remember? Remember? Okay, Over the Top, right? Stallone, a trucker, has to win back his kid in an arm wrestling tournament. Oh God! With the hair,
arm wrestling,
the hairband, over the top, just screaming.
So good.
And his move, Sly's move in it, right? You knew he was gonna win. He was serious about arm wrestling. He'd take his ball cap, turn it backwards.
That's his
so
power.
You knew it was on. A friend of ours we were crashing at his place um, after a party or something, and we were still up,
I think
and
we were just drinking.
you know, could be. Ain't nothing wrong. A little sip to get through the day. That's all I'm saying. And we were talking about this movie. We couldn't name the name of it. I still worked at the movie theater, so I popped over. I got a fucking VHS tape of Over the Top, and our friend could not believe this was a movie. Oh yeah, it's a movie. Sly Stallone is arm wrestling for the safety of his child.
I believe, because he didn't go with us to that, to drink or party or whatever. I believe he was like almost asleep, and maybe we like crashed in, like we came over.
He was,
and he was almost asleep, and he just so energetic. Just the opening title of the truck coming in.
His laugh. He gets so excited, like his laugh. He if you listen to Adam, if you listen to Adam, what's up, man? We love you, dude. It was like we like forced an after party on his house. We were out hanging out, and a couple of guys went with us. We finished the night, and morning came, and he went to sleep because he was only concerned with like his girlfriend at the time. You know what I mean?
That's right. Yeah.
And they were always fighting. He's happily married now. Congratulations, man. Badass. But at the time, he was in a toxic relation shit. And he was asleep, and we brought up this movie, and he was jazzed. It was so goddamn entertaining. This movie is equally that entertaining. They don't make movies this fun anymore. Like,
no.
The last
CGI takes it over and ruins it all.
Oh, God.
There's a lot of CGI in this movie, but
it's minimal if you think about it. You know,
it's very minimal.
Now, mind you, this came out in '97. CGI just hit in like '95, '96-ish. We started to get realistic CGI.
This holds up so well.
It still holds up great because they use real effects as much as possible. They use actual props as much as possible. They use CGI for like the mass herds and stuff. If you don't know what we're talking about, we'll get. And if you haven't seen it, you gotta check it out.
It actually holds up more than like Episode 1 or any of the prequel Star Wars.
I don't want to be mean, but I compare
will.
This to, if you can combine Alien and Star Wars but make it funner, you know what I mean? Make it more enjoyable, more lighthearted. That would be this movie.
Yeah.
Sounds sacrilegious.
Well, I mean, this movie just kicks ass. It's just like, here's great, a propaganda ad.
It's so good. It was shat on by critics.
Get into the military and kill some things.
For pushing fascism. If you thought that, you don't understand this movie whatsoever. This whole movie is a satire on exactly that.
It really is.
It is making fun of militant fascism so hard.
And even if you just brush that shit away and just enjoy the goddamn movie, it's so
also it's also make believe, folks. It ain't real.
No,
you know what I mean? It happened. So this is why I love American Pulp Fiction, right? Classic tales of just exaggerated craziness, right? Like old crazy Tarzan shit, you know?
Yeah.
It's wild, it's fun. The last time I remember seeing something so over the top, so badass would be John Wick, and then before that would be Blade. And since then,
Blade
is kind of a dying breed.
What a jump.
I mean, think of like just there's one guy. He's your strong-jawed hero, and he's coming to save the world. You know what I mean?
Dude, Raid.
I don't think that's quite in the same genre. That movie is 1,000 fights in 60 minutes.
So is John Wick. Same thing.
I just mean like
Raid, they don't kill a dog.
I don't think martial arts. Zack, don't kill the pooch, man.
Don't kill John Wick's dog. Learn the lesson.
Deserve to die. No, I just think that martial arts movies are in a different like subgenre by themselves.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah, I really think this is a really pulpy movie. You know, it stands alone like that, and that's what I kind of mean.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, very cult classic feel. I don't know. It's It's just so fucking good.
It's
and
so
I hate when it's on
fun.
USA all the time because it's censored and it just sucks. It's one of those
like
bad censored movies.
This movie's 2 hours plus, but when it's censored, it's like, I don't know, maybe 90.
Yeah,
with
and it
commercials.
Doesn't even feel like 2 hours, does it? Like,
no, this movie is
when
so
I paused
bad.
it, I was
bam,
like,
bam, bam.
I never knew it was 2 hours. I always thought it was like an hour and a half or less because it's not that. Nothing drags. There's no scene.
No, it's so just fast. It's tough to keep up with. Like,
it really is.
Things are moving. Yeah, the story doesn't quite make. I mean, the story's got a lot of plot holes in it. The dialogue is really rough. The dialogue is really rough, but it just works, man. Like, so they took a really serious book, asking a lot of serious questions about fascism and democracy and equality and war, and it decided, you know what? I literally don't want to make a Roots-esque drama to last, 3 seasons. Instead, let's make it lighthearted. Let's make it ridiculous. No, seriously, you know what I mean? Like, really heavy concept, and they made everything tongue-in-cheek. Oh, yeah. The love triangle is bullshit in this.
It's almost like a Saved by the Bell episode, to be honest. Think about it.
It looks... Everyone's so pretty, it looks like a Saved by the Bell episode.
In the school where Ironside's the teacher, Mr. Belding, and, like, you have...
Ironside's
fucking
Mr.
cat.
Belding.
It just feels like a Saved by the Bell episode every time I watch it, especially when only when I guess they do the school shit. You got the big football game, you got the jock, you got it'd be AC Slater, I guess, would be whatever that fucking
the Dimple King. AC Slater.
The Rob Lowe lookalike, the piece of shit. Yeah, he would be
what?
Slater.
AC Slater looks like Rob Lowe?
No, the guy that Carmen likes. That's her pilot teacher or whatever.
He does have a Rob Lowe. Yeah, you're right.
Kind of has that Rob Lowe
is
Lifetime original movie starring.
I think that's Johnny. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny. Yeah.
Jock.
Johnny Rico's. No, that's the man.
Everyone's named Johnny in this movie.
That's true.
Yeah, the main character, Johnny Rico.
Johnny Rico.
So dramatic. Let me find. I have it here somewhere. Who we're talking about? Patrick Muldoon plays.
Oh,
God, his name is. Ew, it's
yeah,
a
he
terrible
plays
name.
for the Giants.
Xander.
Rico's on the Tigers. Bayside Tigers. Saved by the Bell. See.
I remember getting excited every time there was like a new version of Saved by the Bell, and it just blew harder and harder each time. Like there's summer episodes where like
they go on the summer vacation and look out. Oh god,
dude, the summer episodes are nothing but like them copying Baywatch and having a 20-minute volleyball tournament every episode.
And then they have like
what is happening?
Like, no, I like you. No, I like you. We like you.
Like a Saved by the Bell cult right there.
Yeah, that's we like you. And then you get that goofy ass whatever.
Didn't they go to like college, but with only like half the crew? Screech was like serious.
Yeah, he was like the main guy that went over.
Right.
I think only like 2 people from that whole cast. Doesn't even make sense.
The guy that played Zack Morris like disappeared for years and came back with like Tarzan length hair.
Yeah, and then he did
hell was that?
Court show or some important drama.
I do not believe you're a lawyer.
No, dude, no.
Sorry, you're typecast, but
I haven't even watched the Saved by the Bell reboot.
I haven't seen it either.
I hear good things.
Someone else went on to get some fame. Striptease.
Oh Jesus!
One of the worst films ever made.
Yeah. That's Showgirls.
Showgirls.
With Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
G.I. Jane. Yeah. Carmen. Or, fuck. Yeah.
I still don't understand how Demi Moore left Bruce Willis to go to Ashton Kutcher. Like, you leave Die Hard to go to Punk'd.
He's a younger boy. She likes younger boys.
Yeah, yeah, but Bruce Willis is a man. You know what I mean?
Maybe she just doesn't like. She got fed up with bald people. I don't know. She's like, she wanted.
Bruce Willis has a beautiful bald head.
I like how you reference Ashton Kutcher.
We're doing good.
Punked.
We're doing fine.
You don't even do 70s Show. That's like his best shit.
Yeah, but
you ever watch 70s Show? Kelso?
Yes, I've watched that 70s Show, dude.
It's the whole
Red.
Red.
Red is amazing.
Yeah, he's in RoboCop.
Dumbass.
Guy from RoboCop did Starship Troopers.
Oh, such a trip.
Full circle. That's how we work.
See, folks, we're on topic. We got this.
We're
doing
on
great.
topic.
Whew. Let's see. Let's get into this. All right, so it starts off with like a militant drum, and you see like the worst opening credit title ever. It's just like white font, like on a word program.
Oh yeah.
Starship Troopers. Like it's not even.
Yeah, and it goes straight
no
to
design
like an ad, goofy ass ad.
Propaganda. Because
the whole military's lined up, and the
story
kid's
is
like,
told.
"I'm doing my part."
In this premise, in this premise, there is a bug alien threat that threatens civilization. There's
Arachnids.
also one. What are they called?
I think I said arachnoids, but I think it's arachnids.
I think arachnid is just a spider. I thought you knew.
I
Like
think
the
that's
name
what
of
it
the
is.
bugs.
Pretty sure.
I'm not saying you're wrong because I don't know any better. There's a lot of dialogue. I skipped. It opens up and it's just a super lame title screen, but it starts right into propaganda. The story is segued through like infomercials and propaganda ads and live news events, which I thought was really clever. Like it's really cheesy, really ridiculous, but it was actually based on old-timey pro-war ads during World War II. That's what it's
Join
based
the
on.
military, gain citizenship.
Just like it. And what you were talking about was really funny, where we're doing our part and the kids are stepping on bugs like cockroaches.
Yeah. And the mom's just laughing. See,
Good
they're
job,
doing their
children.
part. Why can't you?
Enlist now, fight bugs. And we see some bugs attack, and what we mean by bugs, we mean like they call them bugs as a nickname. They're these giant.
You're like
a
good
mixture
bug is a
between,
dead bug.
Yeah, yeah, mixture between like a spider and a scorpion and a lobster, but they're fast as fuck. Some. That's what it is, man. Come on.
Like a lobster.
Yeah, they got claws. They got claws. I would say like crab, but like they're not like short and fat. You know what I mean? They're like long. And
I don't know what I would just space spider. I don't know. Mixed with a dung beetle with that giant beetle that just shoots the giant fucking
space spider and a dung beetle.
Yeah. Well, those
dung
giant ass dung beetles.
Elevators. No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
no, so yeah, there's different types
of blue things.
There's different types of bugs. Yeah, there are bugs that shit out comets. There are really fast yellowish bugs. There are flying green bugs. There's giant hardened shelled like tank bugs, and there's also the bug brain, which is this weird connected genius like
bug
queen
with little
bee
fucking
hive thing.
Minions under it carrying it away. Look, it has a butthole for a mouth.
It's got.
It uses this thing to suck off humans.
Mouth.
It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, that sounds bad. It's got this.
I had to catch what I said.
Has this long bendy straw like claw that sucks human brains out. This alien just so bad. Think about like free blowjobs and shit, man. It's above.
I like how it goes from a propaganda ad, that kind of thing, and then just goes straight to like a war scene. Which is what
straight to live.
Watch
Here's
the
the weird
scene
thing.
is later in the movie, but
it's
like,
a live scene, and a reporter standing there in the middle of a war, and he's
an
like,
ugly planet, a bug planet.
God,
and he
doesn't
just
make
gets
much
eaten.
sense.
And then it shows Rico like, get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's
within a whole minute. It's just people getting ripped in half.
You see the whole cast in all the dismay, and then it goes 1 year back, and it starts off. Everyone's in high school. Everyone's in high school. This is 1 year ago, mind you. The timeline is crazy in this shit, and we meet.
Doesn't make sense.
We meet the teacher,
Michael Ironside.
Yeah, Ironside. He's missing a limb, and he's pretty much teaching. It's weird, very philosophical. Like on one side he's like obviously cautious of this fascist dictatorship overthrown government,
Yeah,
but
I don't think
also
he's like about it.
but also discussing like the downfalls. There's certain aspects that don't work with like a lot of democracies. You know what I mean? And he's also teaching everyone not to enlist. He's very adamant. Don't enlist.
Meanwhile, Rico's on MS Paint drawing a thing for Carmen. And he sends it to Carmen, and the teacher's still like, Ironside's still like questioning, like asking questions, and he just puts his nub on her shoulder, like, and she doesn't react. She's just like still like
nub.
She just, I know the answer. I'm smart as hell. She doesn't say that, but close. She says the answer. I don't know what the fuck she says.
This poor guy lost his arm, and you're like, and he touches her with that nub.
He just walks up and goes.
I know. It's a good effect. It looks good. It's a good effect. Yeah, but this goddamn Rico, this fucking virgin, sends over this like
virgin. He's
this
no
picture.
Virgin. Look at his face. That's not a virgin.
That
guy's had every girl in that class.
Can barely kiss. Every girl wants his ass, but he's too.
That is Zack Morris.
He's too whipped up over Denise Richards. I understand she's gorgeous. But
True.
She's also
Diz try to.
I cannot stand her. She's the true villain of this. The bugs are fine.
Carmen?
Denise Richards, Carmen, is the villain of this movie.
She's
it sends over this thing of like he draws up them smooching. Risky. Come on, man.
And she just makes a bubble pop in his face on the drawing, and he gets all sad, and then they kiss after class.
She doesn't give a shit about him. He's got to beg for a kiss, man.
No.
This guy's a hunk, too. A hunk.
No.
This guy's dreamy.
And class gets out. Oh, this is my favorite. No, it's not my favorite, but class gets out. Town looks future as hell. I like how they have
future as hell.
A giant screen telling them their test scores. And like Denise Richards or fucking Carmen gets like a 97 on a math test.
I like to call Carmen Princess Perfect because everything she does is just fucking perfect, and it pisses me off. She's the best at this, and she's the prettiest girl, and she does this real good. And look, she's smart too.
Yeah, she's got a big forehead. That's not perfect. Anyways, and then Doogie Howser shows up and was like, you know what? Let's look at Rico's score. And then it's just like a 37 or something.
35. 35%.
And he blasted for everybody to see. He's like, just kidding.
Like this poor guy.
Sorry, I just ruined your day.
And then like friend. His so-called friend, Doogie Howser himself, blasts his miserable failing score. And it was the whole goal is like
laugh at everybody.
There's a lot of propaganda to enlist, serve, because there's this in this world. You need to earn your citizenship. It's not like just given to you for living there. So you have to.
Yeah.
Seems like you got to enlist, serve your time, then you become a citizen, right?
Which a lot of
join
people
the Federation.
Don't do, like the parents.
Yeah, the parents.
You're going on vacation.
Rico's parents.
You're going to Ziggurat Beach. You're going down the outer rings, and Rico's like, no, bitch.
Yeah,
bitch parents.
They're like, let's go on a vacation, and he's like, no, I'm gonna enlist. And they're like,
go to Harvard.
No, you're not.
No, I'm going to war, Dad.
No, well, honestly, this kid cannot go to Harvard. He got 35%.
Yeah,
on
what the fuck?
The biggest
He's been
test
lying
of
to
the
his
year.
parents. His parents been paying his whole test scores.
Something
you know that.
super cool. My sister got into Harvard.
What?
How fucking crazy is that?
Just recent? Like, did she get enrolled, or did she like go over there and walk in and walk out? Like, did she visit?
She did like it. She took an online Harvard course, so I'm literally telling everyone she went to Harvard.
I mean, that works.
Counts, bro. Counts. Props to you, sis. Hell yeah, good on you.
No, that's awesome.
But Rico's not.
Rico's not going to Harvard. No, your sister goes to Harvard, but not Rico. No, he's stupid.
Rico's not going to Harvard.
He may do a double jump he gets double jump to do like a front flip over dudes in a football game, but he can't.
Oh yeah, they make up. So I love when world building is like all inclusive. Like they made up a sport. Like there's this combination of like rugby, football, and acrobatics that gets played on like the world's smallest arena. They're like, You know when the XFL tried to be a thing, and it was like a 50-yard field, super short.
Yeah, that's
the
what
field is even smaller than that. But like world building is really
arena
cool.
Football.
Yeah, when you add sports like Quidditch, for example, in Harry Potter, it's so cool that you invent. The world building is just so much fun. You see it a lot in video games. You don't see it as much, or good video games, I should say. You don't see it as much in movies. It's kind of refreshing to be like, hey, let's step into this make-believe land and just see where it goes.
Yeah.
NPH tries
they pull the flipped 6-3 hole, and they win the ball game, and then there's some lame ass.
It's so
dance.
dramatic. The jock is like flirting with
yeah,
Princess
Xander's
Perfect.
like, hey Carmen, I know you're busy with that Rico boy, but get busy with me.
They're dating. She barely gives this guy a kiss. Doesn't want shit to do with him. Can't wait to be shipped off. She's gonna go become a pilot because she's really intelligent, got really good scores. I guess just because she's good at math, guarantees you flying ships. Interesting. Don't know how it works, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah, because Doogie
That's all
Howser
you
gets
need.
game and theory.
Doogie
Carmen
Howser gets certified genius.
Yeah, he's just like,
whatever.
I control the army now. Rico gets
Carmen's
mobile
guaranteed.
infantry.
Yeah,
Which made the man in the wheelchair the man he is today.
That's not just a wheelchair. This guy only has one working limb, and that limb is fake.
Mobile infantry. That's what made the man.
Maybe the man I am today. There is he is 40% man at this point.
Like this movie works kind of fast until it shows like their parents.
It flows though.
Because those scenes are kind of like, ugh. But like the dad cuts him off because he did go to military, and I don't know. It's just the three friends split up because it's Doogie Howser, Carmen, and Rico. They split up because they all got enlisted different places.
But they're all going different. Yeah, right.
Yeah, and Carmen.
So
did you notice in this movie, Carmen always says, actually everybody says, don't forget to write.
Yeah.
But I guess
no
they
one
just
writes.
Skype the entire fucking time.
They're all video messages. And the weirdest thing is these live video messages are somehow edited with different shots and angles.
Yeah. Don't forget to write. They send
Skype
videos.
Is
There's
awesome
no writing.
In the future.
Rico can't even write his name on a math test. He got 35%.
Rico can barely fucking draw. He tried to draw human.
I like the second. This is when the second propaganda ad comes in, when the military's just handing guns to kids and like, cool, and the gun's like bigger than the kid.
Fully loaded weapons.
And then it's like, stay tuned until 7 o'clock. We're gonna sentence this man to death.
Yeah, like it's so ridiculous.
Like Idiocracy.
They like probe a bug in the ass and censor it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So funny.
Basic
I love how
time.
NPH before he enlists, NPH is like, "Hey, maybe you're psychic like me." I'm like, "What?" That's
he pulls the Ghostbusters Bill Murray scene.
Yeah, and obviously Johnny Rico is not psychic either, but like NPH is like, "How do you not get this?" And he's like, "I don't know. I'm not magic." What do you mean? It's funny they made.
He's like, the odds show that you should already have guessed it with how many tries you have had.
Yeah,
like,
you should at least guessed it once.
Stupid.
It's so funny. Damn you give him
looks.
The easy ones. It's so good. It's so funny that they made him the psychic because, speaking of like psychic, NPH is actually a big fan of magic. And I only knew about this because I like doing magic tricks for my daughter, and that has like spawned me to have like a little like card collection, and he made a deck of cards with a bunch of hidden secrets and stuff, and it looks pretty sweet.
What?
Yeah. Secrets.
MPH.
Yeah, they're going.
This is basic time.
Basic.
This is crazy. This is when
training.
Sam's a badass. Mr. Crab comes out instructing these little boys and girls.
Before he goes, before they go, we learn about the love triangle. So we got Captain Sexy John Rico, our hero, with just the chin of chins.
Dude, that jawline, fuck off.
Hell yeah. He is with Princess Perfect, Carmen, played by Denise Richards, who does not give a shit about him, cannot wait to leave because just doesn't care.
Spoiler, she dies in Signs.
You're such a jackass. I swear to God.
She's not. It's just a flashback because you don't even see the wife in the whole movie. I don't even know why I said that.
Everyone unfollow, unsubscribe. Don't support the shit.
Tank the show.
Then there's Diz, played by Dina Meyer, who was
a way better person.
Who was a good person, a bad bitch. Like, she reminds me a little bit of like my younger sister. Just like, just ready to fucking Sonya. Same thing. She's the same person. A bad bitch, ready to go, man.
Yep.
Don't fuck with her. She will come at you, bro. Diz really likes Rico. Wants to be nice to Rico. Has been there for Rico. Has his back.
Just
Rico's like,
fuck.
Rico's like, fuck you, Diz. Fuck you, Diz. And then Princess Perfect Carmen is flirting with the jock from the game who was being a dick. Is that Triple X?
Yeah.
Oh,
his name's Xander in the movie. Fuck it. We'll call him Xander Zone.
This is the Xander Zone. Jumps off a plane. What?
I told you smoking would kill him. I live for this.
Oh my God, that fucking movie. He's just walking around like half naked wearing a fur coat like half the movie for no reason.
Yeah, and he's just spitting out more one-liners than Arnold.
He's in like Antarctica or like some frozen climate, like the Swedish Alps or something.
Oh,
and he's literally he's literally shirtless wearing a giant fur coat, looking like fucking. He looks like gay Cruella. Like, he's just walking around.
Honestly.
Like he's like, what
I don't know
the
why
fuck?
They even like. Did they just say like, okay, 007's out, Mission Impossible's out, we got some Bourne movies. Let's make one where Rammstein has a lot of fire, and another
basically.
hero.
Jesus Christ.
Let's make a Z-Rock movie.
Yeah,
let's make a movie for Z-Rock fans.
That's what it is. Oh man, so good. So everyone's going off in their own thing. Princess Perfect, she's day one, she's flying. Day one, she's flying, and and Jock, Xander Zone himself, not Cruella. Xander Zone decided to switch like ranks, infantries, and then hop on her ship because everyone can do whatever the fuck they want in this movie.
Honestly, there's so much ranking up.
The promotions
I'm sure that's
amazing.
How it works.
No,
but every time you see Doogie Howser, he has a different rank. Zim is like, you know what? I don't want to be an instructor anymore, or sergeant, or corporal, whatever he is. He's like, I want to go private.
Demotes himself to join the war. Yeah. Oh man. Then Rico goes to like the hardest, toughest, military group there is.
Yeah, basically the Marines, the Roughnecks.
Yeah.
Well, not
hardest boot camp there is.
That's like way later.
He gets there. Diz transfers day one to their place, so all the characters are hanging out together somehow.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed. It's Saved by the
Bell.
It's Saved by the Bell, the new class, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone lives in Buenos Aires for some reason. Everyone.
Yeah, what random spot.
Don't know. And everyone there speaks English.
Perfectly. And has...
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
And white. Everyone there is white and speaks... Everyone there is American.
White.
Everyone in Buenos Aires is like Beverly Hills American. I'm not sure what's going on. There's some interesting world building.
I don't think I knew that it was in Buenos in like till like 5 years ago.
Buenos, it's like that's like
Buenos.
You got a crib there, go back from Buenos, guys.
Yeah, I never really comprehended that. I guess I just watched the movie for the action and the titties because there's multiple.
There's a lot. Before they go, the teacher gives a fantastic quote, Ironside, because the
everything he says in this movie is amazing.
Rico He's actually probably the most. You could talk an hour just on like the depth of his character, for real. You really could.
Honestly, yeah.
It's a lot. He's a very intelligent man. So Ironside, the teacher, Rico asked him, "Hey, Farai, I'm not sure what to do. My parents don't want me to enlist. They want me to go to Harvard."
This is at the dance.
He doesn't have the heart to be like, "Kid, you're not getting to Harvard." But he's like, "But I want to enlist because that's what my heart says. I want to serve." And he says, "Figuring things out for yourself is the only real freedom anyone has." Oh
my God!
Oh, that's fucking profound,
He's a better father than Darth Vader and Luke.
Thanks, Dad. Well, no shit, he's a better father than Darth Vader.
They tried to get together at the end.
He tried to kill his kid. Also, speaking of Star Wars, I'm sorry, whatever happened to Luke trying to fuck his sister? Does everyone just not talk about that? Because
they cleared that up. They cleared that up.
How? They tried to get it
because he realized it was a kiss, and then
Hold on. I don't kiss my sister like that, my guy. Also,
if you didn't know that was your sister, and you had feelings, there'd be a kiss shared. And
Isn't that a horror movie? What's that?
Then you find out. Oh,
what's the horror movie when the dad finds out it's his daughter? What's that horror movie?
I don't know. For some reason, the first movie that came to my head was Daddy Daycare, and that's definitely not it.
No, that movie's scarier for some reason. You know, in that movie, it is funny, like when he peers into the bathroom and like the Jaws music is playing. By the way, we covered Jaws, Gameskill.com. Check it out. It's one episode.
Oh yeah, when he's like, "I made a mess."
He's looking left, right, and the ceiling too.
Oh my God.
Yes, kids will piss and shit on your ceiling.
Yep.
Part of it.
It's life.
Boot camp.
Basic
training. Meet Clancy Brown, who is doing the whole drill instructor thing. He's being hard ass, he's being
Zim,
tough.
Dude.
He's talking shit. Speaking of Zim, what was really fun and never took off? Invader Zim was hilarious.
I did like a few episodes, but I think it got too hot topic and it blew up where kids were wearing backpacks and shit, and I was like, oh fuck, this show sucks.
Too fast, too much too soon.
Yeah, but I remember there was one episode where this guy had a pimple and it was growing, and
yes,
they popped it in class and it just went all over the place, and I just laughed my ass off. I was like, that was gross, and that was television. That's tight. Some little Ren and Stimpy comedy in there.
Nickelodeon was just, when I was growing up, Nickelodeon was just better than Disney. Like, they were going head-to-head network-wise. Nickelodeon was just better.
The Doug episodes are way better on Nick.
He went to Disney and then, like, all of a sudden has, like, 3/4 sleeves. All right, we redesigned it. No, you didn't.
Yeah, they had better coloring.
He just went to, like, a Raglan shirt, like a 3/4 sleeve longer.
Yeah,
they just gave them more money. They just
threw
more money. They just threw money at it. Typical Disney shit. Here's money. Make us more. The end. I don't care about context, what's inside of it. Give me money.
I hate it.
But
anyways, Zim's like, who wants to beat my ass?
Yeah,
and
come at
Ding
me,
Dong
bro.
comes over here, fresh out of the kitchen. He's like, oh, I could beat you up. Gets his arm broken immediately.
Oh, snap.
And here comes hot shit Diz.
Who puts up a fight. She gets schooled, but I mean she gets some hits. Bad bitch.
But then
I like
Zim
bad
just does
bitches
a
in movies.
sweet leg sweep. Knocks her on her ass.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. It reminds me of Mortal Kombat, the good one.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree.
2020 was pretty tight. And Jake Busey's like, look at my teeth. I could be squad leader.
They're so big.
Doing his best impression of looking like Dexter from Offspring, by the way. The vocalist of Offspring.
With the hair, the bleached blonde spikes. Yeah.
I was ready for him to sing.
Oh, man.
Gone Away.
I like how... So, they're split. It's Rico and Princess Perfect are split. It's kind of obvious. She's like, let's just cool it while we split. He's like, no, I love you, and she's like, that's nice. I'll write to you, which is really virtual edited Skype. Anyways, she doesn't want to use the L word. Just wants to say love.
Oh yeah.
And he's like, that's okay.
Then she says it, and her eyes just go.
Yeah.
Like she broke.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Well, she's pretty goddamn robotic in this. She is. Like if she was an android, would not be surprised. Her line delivery is a little rough.
Does she blink?
Not once.
I don't think she blinks.
Is Denise Richards an android?
I'll believe it. I also like back to the basic training, the last part in it. When Ace, Jake Busey,
yeah,
they're like throwing their shitty knives or whatever. They're cool looking, not shitty knives. Yeah. They look pretty tight.
And he can't quite get it.
He's like, all you gotta do is push a button. And Zim's like, put your hand up on that wall. And Ace puts his hand up, and Zim just nails it right in the hand, and he just walks up.
And you were thinking,
you can't push a button if you disable its hand.
Yeah, what you were thinking he's gonna be like, get real close, right? Badass. Yeah. No, straight up spears him in the hand, Scorpion style. And his point was like Busey couldn't get it right, and he was frustrated. He's like, "What's the point? Who brings a knife to a nuke fight?" That's what he says. And so he gets speared through the hand, and if you disable his hand, can't press that button. Okay, coach, ease up, bud. God damn.
Lesson learned.
Also, there's a great line too. I think this movie steals it, but maybe not. I love this line. Diz is like, yo, Rico, your woman hates you. I don't know if you know this. And I like you a lot. I've told you this many times. Let's hang out. And he's like, no, everything will be fine. I'm just real sad in my terrible relationship right now.
Friends. I love friend-zoning you.
Oh, God damn it. And then she's like, what's your malfunction, Rico? I don't know why that made me laugh so hard.
That's when he gets a Skype call.
Yeah.
And Diz is like, I didn't get a message. I'm going to look down. She gets all
also,
sad.
The Skype call is on like loud, super high volume. The screen projector is huge. He's trying to hide in his bed. Everyone's looking and catcalling. Wow, what a fox. Ooh.
Yeah, and then you notice the dude that like, okay, so like everybody's watching the Skype call, which is weird. No privacy, I guess. And
you're in the barracks, man. You're the bunks.
That's true. You're in the dorms. And the dude pulls down his pants to moon the Skype call.
Yeah,
and you could tell they filmed that scene so many times because you could already see red marks on his ass.
I didn't look that close.
In on this.
Was it a nice ass?
It's right blown up on the screen. You can't miss it.
It's okay.
It's already red before he slaps.
Everyone likes a nice ass.
Anyways,
it's okay.
There's a co-ed shower scene.
It's okay. Yes, speaking of ass, holy shit. The barracks are co-ed, the showers are co-ed. What's really unique about this is that like it's equality to the umpteenth degree. Like no one gives a shit about it's kind of cool. Like no one gives a shit about race. No one gives a shit about age. No one gives a fuck about like a people like going to war missing limbs. It's none of that stupid shit, and that's kind of refreshing. Even though this evil fucking overworld military thing is, no one gives a shit if you got boobs, if you got a dick, if you got a good tan, a bad tan.
They don't address anything on it. It's just all accepted.
Because
it's really crazy.
That's what acceptance and equality is, man. It's not giving a shit. It's not saying I have a black friend. That's not what equality is. Equality is not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, are you cool or are you kind of an asshole? That's it. Like, that was really refreshing to me. Although, a co-ed shower scene, I don't know, man. Everyone wants to fuck each other already before the co-ed shower scene.
Yeah, I like how they're going around saying, like, what are you in there for? You know, I want to have babies. Going career all the way. And you know what? No one agreed to do this scene, except they said they would do the scene if the director got fully naked. And he said, yeah. So the director got fully naked and shot the shower scene with everybody naked too.
Called your bluff, you sons of bitches.
Got a party. Well, apparently he said Americans get more upset about nudity than ultra-violence. If you see a boob, everybody freaks out.
It's true. It's a cultural
see a head get
thing.
blown off.
Here in the States, it's nudity is weird. It's very private, and a lot of like say a lot of European countries don't give a shit. It's not a big deal, you know. Like, granted, children aren't around, but like it's not a big deal.
Yeah,
it's a cultural thing.
Yeah,
he
says a bare breast is more difficult to get through the sensors than a body riddled with bullets.
Isn't that bizarre?
Yeah, it's
weird.
So weird. I don't get it.
I will never understand the censorship whatsoever. I personally hate censorship. Like, I can't stand it. Like, of course you should mind your manners around people that dislike something. You should know your goddamn role if, like, children are present. But honestly, say whatever the hell you want. Honestly. It's important. And especially when it comes to art, man. Censoring art is damn near criminal, you know?
Mm-hmm. Anyways.
But I digress.
It goes back. The camera goes back. The movie just goes back to Carmen like, hey, I'm a fucking pilot now.
Yeah,
check this shit out. Amy Smart, come out here and make your first appearance in a movie, I think.
Yeah. It's been a week, by the way, and she's already, like, the jock, Xander Zone, is already, like, been promoted. It's been a week since high school. I'm not joking.
You now. I used to throw the ball at the ball game.
Yeah. And now she's already a pilot. No simulator, no training. She's already a pilot. Like, mind you, at the same time, Rico, he's getting promoted because he's good at football. Don't know how this works.
They do the laser tag thing.
And promotions, like real laser tag, though. There's actual lasers.
Yeah, and they run
they're fighting
the flip 6-3 whatever play.
The play from high school.
Yeah, and he flips over and then he just like picks up two guns and laser tags everybody and grabs the flag and wins the game. Everybody's
real lasers,
happy.
Super dangerous,
and but they didn't.
And they're practicing on like giant little green army men.
Yeah,
the pop-ups. It's fantastic. Yeah, he wins. They win. They win the laser tag. He wins capture the flag, so he gets promoted immediately.
Squad leader.
You know how they promote him? Here you go. That's literally that's a promotion.
He just shows up and he has a little tag.
What is happening here? Oh, man.
Of course, Offspring's a little jealous.
He turns out to be cool though. He's just like a big personality.
Yeah, he's a really cool
turns out to be chill.
He's one of my, I can't say favorite characters of the whole movie, but he's a really cool character.
He's just got that look of being an asshole, but like he's actually a really good bud.
Yeah, he's a cool asshole.
Everyone loves a good ass. Everyone loves a cool asshole, you know?
Anyways, Rico defends
ass all day.
The friend zone.
Oh yeah, so my Princess Perfect calls Zoom edit Skypes.
He writes
Rico.
She writes him.
Yeah, they write. Jesus. Next time someone says, "Hey, write me," I'm like, "Cool." I'm gonna call him on Skype over and over and over. Calls him and says, "Hey, this is my only message since you've been in. I miss you so much. Let's just be friends." No, this is what she says. She's like, "Hey, I just don't think I want to see space. I want to see space." She says she wants to keep flying. She never wants to come home.
Whoever's like the video,
she's like standing in front of Saturn for some reason. Like, what is happening?
It's not even like the year later part.
She looks like she's in like this weird like back room hallway of the Starship Enterprise.
Yeah, or it's like one of those TV movies that are just fucking horrible. That's like the worst part of the movie. The background that she's
it looks bad.
It
looks
it's
bad.
Bad.
It doesn't work. It's clearly a
whoever
rough
wrote that
screen.
message, idiot.
Write better. I'll write to you. You're using all caps, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, she gets a command a giant ass ship.
She's
basically Maverick from Top Gun, and
she's already promoted to driving huge spaceships because it's been 2 days, and it gets told over and over. She's a crazy pilot. She's so skilled. She's crazy.
Yeah, why would you let that?
I am so sick of hearing
what
a crazy driver she is. Why is she piloting the ship if she's so crazy? I don't get it. She calls Rico in front of everyone and is like, "Hey, so glad to see you. Sorry you haven't written in ever. Glad you're not dead. And by the way, I hate you. We're never dating again. But let's be friends forever." And he's like,
"I'm going career."
Okay, that's great. Princess Perfect is a bitch, man. She's the villain of the movie. It's not cool. You can't break someone's heart and be like, "But I still want all those like social benefits too." That'll be fine, right? No.
Also, I have Xander Zone with me, so bye.
Xander Zone. Oh man. Then a terrible accident happens after this awful news. They're doing training with fully loaded weapons, which is like,
ammo.
It happened. It's something you got to do in the military.
Yeah.
But they're shooting at each other.
Well, they're shooting the pop-up monsters. But the funny thing is, they're shooting up like a hill kind of thing, and in the back there's an outpost with people on it. How did they not get shot?
It's super dangerous. Doesn't make sense.
At the fucking outpost.
Anyways, one of the Rico's in charge because he got promoted, and he's like trying to like flank upwards. I don't fucking know. I'm not. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah, he's flanking for sure.
It's the chillest war talk ever. No, that's flanking, bro.
No, that's flanking. It's not countering. It's flanking.
And one of his
Ding Dong who broke his arm at the beginning of the movie. Fucking
yeah. One of his troops has like an itchy fucking helmet or something. I can't get away. And then like, who cares? Keep your safety on. I'm sorry about your discomfort. Your folded ear will have to wait. You know? Nope. Takes it off, and then some asshole trips and just opens fully automatic.
She gets shot, and so her
she gets shot.
Yeah, it like stuns her, and she falls down, and the live ammo just blows his fucking head off.
His head off.
And Rico's just not equipped to repair a M3 helmet, apparently. That's what they are. Which, by the way, the helmet is in so many movies. And these costumes. Yeah, they're in Power Rangers. They're in so many movies.
It's a hell of a long list you got there, guys.
I forgot. I didn't write down the movies, but yeah, they're in multiple movies.
Yeah. So a terrible accident happens. Of course, it's a terrible tragedy. Like it's friendly fire. It's an accident. It's training. It's terrible. They are going to kick out of the military.
Yeah, Hank from Breaking Bad's like, hey, you can't do this.
Yeah, the neighbor of Breaking Bad's there. And Banty Brown, Sergeant Zim, says, this guy's damn good. I know he feels sorry about this. It's a total accident. It's a bonehead move, but we need him. He's very, very skilled. He's going to be a leader. And so, yeah, which is a lashings, man. They tie him up and whip him.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Bite on the sun.
This is Passion of the Christ style shit. Like fucking Mel Gibson.
Those lashes look
chucking on popcorn.
Bad. They looked really ouchies.
Rough.
Yeah, so he's whipped.
But then he wants to leave, though. He took the beating, and now he's like, I'm just so sad.
I don't belong here. I only got 35 on my test. But I scored a touchdown. Maybe I could get a scholarship, Dad.
And so he writes to his parents, which is they Skype, and they're like, "Hey, just so you know, like, I know your dad disowned you and said you're a terrible human, but we're calling to say hi and I love you," which is fine. And then cut off. The feed breaks, and he's like,
dark.
"Well, that's weird. I better leave." And a shadow casts over the whole place, and it's been attacked. What they thought originally was a terrible comet strike turned out to be bug shit. Some bugs shoot.
Yeah, Rico's like
comets out of their ass. I don't know.
Note and
terrible attack hits Buenos Aires. Note.
He's done with his note, and he's like, "What's going on?" Sees everybody running. We're going to war.
Yeah, 8 million people die, his parents included. He runs back to Hank from Breaking Bad and says, "Sorry, I made a mistake. I need to defend the Federation. Let's go on it." And he's like, "Well, you can't, and I'm a little busy. If you haven't noticed, we're going to war."
We're going to war. And Zim's like, "Is this your release form, dumbass?"
Yeah, it totally gets. Speaking of, we talked about that 70s show, totally went like red on there. Just the way he delivers, "dumbass," just so hard. Yeah, and he says, "It doesn't look like your signature, sorry," and he rips it up and like, "You're a cool guy, Zim. You're a cool cat."
Thanks, Zim. I know you'll be great at Krusty Krab in a couple years.
Jesus Christ. Are you ready, kids?
And then it just zooms in on Zim's face, and he just has one teardrop. It happens. Because he brings up SpongeBob. Yeah, it fucking happens. It's in the bloopers.
I thought you were talking about Starship Troopers.
Nah.
I got lost in the weeds there heavily.
Yeah, we're over with Starship Troopers. Anyways, SpongeBob finds Patrick.
Enough of this shit. I was playing
and Zim wants to go to war. Sorry, go on.
No, it's not. I was showing my daughter this SpongeBob video game, and in it, Plankton, his evil robots got out of control, and like my daughter just gets creeped out by like robotics come to life, which is a sensible fear. You know what I mean?
Oh, you show her Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Asshole. This is why you will never babysit.
What about Toys with Robin Williams?
No.
It was a great movie.
Puppet Master and shit.
Yeah,
Why'd you make like a yummy, like delicious sound? Like I just gave you a treat.
That's a great idea to show your child those movies. I'm telling you.
For sure. Thanks, Uncle Steven. Appreciate your input. That is an Uncle Steven sound right there. That's your catchphrase in a sitcom.
That's when I open the door
like
randomly. Fucking A.
Anyways, he wants to enlist. They let him jump back in. It's on. Now, what's weird is like he was able to quit no problem, even though they were required to sign a 2-year contract that they said was inescapable. But he can just be like, "Sorry, quits. He's no tag backs." And they're like, "Cool." Then he wants in. They're like, "Cool."
Yeah. And Zim's like, "You know what? Make me down to private so I can go to war too, because I want to shoot some shit."
He wants to fight. Yeah. Well, he's like, "No, you're a drill instructor. You gotta stay here." And he's like, "No, I need to defend Federation." And Hank is like, "No,
Buenos.
Only if you." He's sarcastically, he's like, "The only chance you're gonna fight in this war, demote down to private." And he's like, "Later, bitch."
I thought he was gonna punch him or something.
He looked mad.
Really
mad.
Really get demoted.
You know what? When everyone's so excited about rushing to war, you know, these are gung-ho troops, ready to defend, ready to go kill some bugs.
They had no idea what they're going to.
All I could hear in my head was the song "War." Just hit. That'd be a great hit. War! Huh! Good God, yeah. And then my head immediately went to Jackie Chan and Rush Hour.
I was gonna say
singing "War."
That was
to
in
Chris
my
Tucker.
head. Chris
And
Tucker
the
doing
look
the fucking
on Tucker's face.
Yeah, no, I pictured that too.
Oh man, so good. Yeah, 8 million citizens of the Federation are dead. They're going to war.
Now,
this is intergalactic war.
It says 13 million, and then it goes to 8 million. I don't know
I'm not
why.
sure what happened.
It says 13, and
I wasn't sure if in my notes I was lying, but I distinctly remember seeing 8, so I stuck with 8.
There's 13 at the beginning, and I wrote down 13, and then when I saw the next, like when it zoomed in, it's like 8,000 counting. I was like, maybe that's just that town. Like, what the fuck?
I have no idea.
We lost 5,000. They found 5,000, I guess.
We're gonna kick out of 13 million.
Million.
Not a big deal. We counted. Yeah.
It's wiped off the map. The whole town is gone, or country, whatever it is.
So Rico's parents are gone. Not a tear shed. He never an issue. He's just ready to kill.
Family was there.
He's ready to go.
That's the only thing you see emotional about Johnny.
Everyone's excited to go. There's more propaganda ads, and they're in the mess hall. Loading up. Also, one
only
thing.
Good bug is a dead bug, and it shows a washed dog. Like, holy shit.
One thing that I really want to know is, like, where did they get those perfect shirts? Those T-shirts those guys wear in basic training are spectacular. Like, just the perfect sleeve length. They're not too snug, not too tight.
They have
Talk
to
about
look,
the perfect tee.
Yeah, that's part of basic. You got to look like fancy
I don't
shit.
think it's T-shirts. I don't think your T-shirt has to be customly bespoke.
Yeah, you gotta. I don't know what
I know your uniform has to be pressed and creased. I know what you're talking about.
But like mess shirts,
just
I think they're called mess shirts. Maybe mess shirts. Like you're in the mess hall. I want to wear my T-shirt. I'm gonna wear my fucking T-shirt.
Please write to us. Leave a comment on YouTube, or write to
Sam's
us.
Gonna do
Podcast
this. It's gonna piss us off. This is Sam's request.
If you're listening, thank you so much, man. We appreciate you listening. This is Sam's request. That's right. Anyways, so Johnny Rico meets Princess Perfect in the mess hall, who's hanging out with Wonder Jock Xander.
They're all together again.
Everyone's together again.
Well, wait, you know what? I think he gets on a ship and goes to like the...
They're all getting ready to leave. Right.
Well, they go to like, they meet up at the main space station that's near Planet P or whatever. Where the
Planet
bugs
P is the bug utopia. Yeah.
Yeah. They meet up at the space station, and that's when they're like, holy shit, Carmen? Your ass is here? Oh, I see that dumbass is here too.
Yeah. Everyone's there together. Everyone's there together, and they meet. It's awkward, and he's like, "Oh, I miss you so much," and she's like, "I don't care. You give a fuck." And he's like, "Let's stay together." And then Diz is like, "Hello, I'm willing to give you ass right now. Come chill. Stop drooling over
like,
someone
hello,
that hates you."
I'm right here.
And then, actually, several times she pretty much literally does that in the film. Just like,
she perks up and walks straight and puts them right in his face.
Jesus.
Unfair advantage, to be honest. He said, friends, leave him alone.
Oh, whatever. Fucking idiot.
She's the villain.
And she's the villain. She's the villain. Princess Perfect is the villain. Then we got Xander's down there. He's like, "What's up? You want to fight?" And he's like, "I can't. I
just gelled my hair.
You've gone up 1,000 ranks in the last 14 days because that's how promotions work. And I'm just a lonely cadet." And he's like, "Forget rank. Everyone hear that? Forget rank." And they have
Ranks
like a
don't
lunch.
matter here.
They have like a
rank
lunch
isn't
fight.
An issue.
Like they have.
Oh, Rico definitely won that fight.
For sure. They have.
Fight.
It's WWE no holds barred in the mess hall, flipping tables, going nuts. Then Diz breaks it up. Diz breaks it up, and she's like, "It's not worth it." And then they go and get tattoos. That's it. That's the end of that.
Mesh with pilots or whatever the fuck. From above tattoo, which is a sweet ass tattoo.
It is kind of sweet.
It's pretty cool.
It is kind of sweet.
And Rico's being a little bitch about it. He's like, "It's gonna hurt, probably. I don't know. My parents might get mad at me." Oh wait,
a lot of emotions. God. Oh wait,
my parents are dead.
Jesus Christ.
That's what he says.
Princess Perfect starts flying her ship. She's now lead captain, queen of the ship, except there is like higher ranking official there, and she's technically number 2 because Xander's own Wonder Jock is in charge of everything. Don't know. Everyone's promoted by the second.
Well, there's like a captain. He's like first mate, and she's second mate. They both mate.
Anyways,
I don't know ranks in this.
The leader of the ship, who has like the coolest poof. I'm so envious of her hair poof. The volume on that thing. My God, fuck? She would make Conan O'Brien jealous. Like, she's got a poof for days. She's got a goddamn shark fin of a poof, man. I want that poof. Man,
I don't know.
It's impressive. It's impressive. Good poof. Appreciate a good poof. See it, man. Props on you, girl. Poof.
Fucking volume on that.
It's a good poof. Anyways, she's like, "Hey, I changed the course." In Xander's zone is like, what do you mean? My maps are like impeccable. And she's like, yeah, but this road is like faster because I'm Princess fucking Perfect, remember? And he's like, what do you mean? Checks. I guess it is faster. And then what they mistook.
Fucking wrong. Sorry.
I guess I'm an idiot.
He gets so mad.
No, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
No, and then he puts fucking L'Oreal kids in his hair. Fucking idiot. Doesn't get the volume that Catherine has.
The shampoo, the safe baby shampoo in the fish bottle.
Because we're worth it too.
Oh, maybe you're worth it. Maybe it's Maybelline.
We say.
L'Oreal, if you like, sponsor an episode.
I don't even know if that's still around.
Is L'Oreal a brand? I don't know, man. I don't know. So then she's like, hey, I changed the course. Don't worry, there's some weird lights up ahead. Turns out those lights is bug shit. They're shitting asteroids out into the sky as like an attack on these ships. But she changed the course. So then she narrowly escapes basically an asteroid belt, being pummeled by comets. Ships are crashing left and right, being destroyed. I'm not sure where the fire comes from. There's no oxygen in space. All these ships are on fire. Don't know. Not sure. Not a scientist. Maybe write to us. Let us know what's going on. Neil deGrasse Tyson, we talked about you last episode. If you want to write in, good friend of the show. Appreciate you listening, man.
Wait, that shit happens earlier. Wait, later?
Both.
Yeah.
Ships catch fire both times.
1 year earlier, like the beginning of the movie, this is when the attack scene happens.
We're
and
almost
Rico's
at the beginning of the movie,
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah. They think
so there's
that giant-ass fight. It's crazy. There's hella gunfire, some bullets are shot.
Princess Perfect gets rewarded for steering out of this fight. Like, you are the best, craziest pilot I've ever met. You're promoted again. But does everyone forget that 30 seconds ago she steered the entire fleet into the war zone? She did that because she changed the course. Princess Perfect, son of a bitch, and she gets promoted for it. Anyways, Rico's on the ground, man. Rico, Busey,
death from a dove.
War.
Love.
Death from a dove.
Anyways, he's got a fresh new tag. I think he's badass.
Oh my! Death from a Dove. That's so good. It's like the new Seal album. Death from a Dove.
Death from a Dove. This fucking. Oh yeah, this is, and it shows the same.
Steven, did you know that when it snows,
I wonder
my eyes become enlarged?
Cocaine.
I don't know what.
Did you know when it snows, my eyes become widened?
That's exactly Seal's voice. Seal's voice. That was perfect. Did you know?
Did you know that when it snows, my eyes go wide? That's about cocaine.
Can't do this shit.
That's not. That's cocaine.
That was the Batman Forever soundtrack, man.
Yeah, Batman does coke with Robin. Actually, Robin does it. Batman looks down on it. That's why he gives him the short shorts. You don't wear the bat suit until you stop with your
the theories you come up with. He puts him in these booty shorts because he can't break his drug habit.
Alfred's just like, cocaine, sir.
Oh, Jesus.
Robin, would you like your morning bump?
I would like to apologize to all of our killer fans for putting up with this madness.
Madness? Oh my God!
This is Sparta. This has some 300 vibes to it. Speaking of, this is Sparta. This has some Spartan vibes to it. I like it. Rico dies because
gets impaled.
They decide they're gonna attack a planet infested with bugs on the ground only, and not use any of their star spaceships to bomb the place without risking human life.
They could have. They just didn't show it. So
they didn't. Because later on they're like, "Hey, we have a new plan of attack. We're going to use all of our spaceships and bomb it first, then send people in." Anyways, Rico dies. Princess Perfect sees that he dies, Now she's
Yeah.
upset. Well,
Types his
guess
name
what?
on a giant screen, just like the math final.
35%. Poor guy.
Yeah, instead this one doesn't say that. It says Rico
lists
died.
Of MIA and KIA, killed in action, and he's on there. She loses her shit. She's very, very sad. And then that's the end of it. And
She
then
doesn't blink. She just looks straight.
She
I'm
still
sad.
doesn't blink. Then she runs over, and then jump scene, and Rico is in a Lazarus
Luke Skywalker
pit.
things.
He's in like a half Lazarus pit, half like that box that like Wolverine was stuck in before he hulked out and woke up from like Weapon X.
Oh, in X2?
Also, this is probably the worst pantomime of like Wolverine.
Fucking doing shockers over here. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Rico's not dead.
No, in fact,
because he's alive.
He's just everyone's joking. Haha, you died, you idiot. Oh, you'll be fine in 3 days. Now, people die left and right. How come Rico was magically survived and everyone else has to die?
Well, he just gets impaled in the leg.
Why is he the only?
That's all it was.
They said he died?
Yeah, they're like lost cause.
Why wouldn't they adjust records or something?
He probably, I don't know.
Put him in the
It's
pit.
very weird. Doesn't make any sense.
Don't understand it. Anyways, the effects of the bugs hold up greatly. Like we said, the CGI from like the herd of bugs looks great up close. They're using real props. They're color coded. Different colored bugs are different sizes, do different things. The bugs look great.
Yeah. No,
Firefights
CGI in this looks amazing.
Yeah.
For 97.
It's amazing. It looks great for 97. It looks great for like 2005, to be honest. Like,
yeah,
it really looks
good. And this is from 97. It can come out like 2000 something, and look at that CGI.
That's rough.
Or I guess Mummy Returns.
That's rough.
That's very bad.
So is Scorpion King. Even worse.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, Rock.
Sorry, Brendan Fraser. Rock's doing just fine.
True. He's doing not bad. Not bad. He's on a jungle cruise right now. So Rico is not dead. And this is when he goes, I'm fed up with this infantry shit. I want to go to the Roughnecks. And he shows up in Michael Ironside's like, I have a metal hand and I'm your instructor now.
Yeah,
bitch.
So it's so cool. The teacher who was like, don't enlist, shows up with a full like metal exoskeleton hand. And yeah, he's got the gauntlet, and he's like, "Let's ride, motherfuckers, are the hardest there are." You know what I mean? Like, it's so cool, and he's there. It's so interesting that he, was like, "Hey, don't enlist. It's just most of your life." Meanwhile, he's the baddest of the bad, and Rico gets promoted again.
Life. Yes, Rico gets promoted again.
It's like the fourth time he's been promoted.
Promoted, demoted, promoted, whatever.
Meanwhile, like NPH is off in the background, becoming like fucking president or something. He's just skyrocketing up.
Yeah, he's in one of those propaganda ads too, and he's trying to figure out. He's like, you can put 1,000,000 bullets in it, disable its arm.
He found out one shot to kill the bugs. Yeah.
Which no one even does.
No one did that once.
It shows that. It shows the tactic to kill the bug in like a couple shots and a burst fire, and then the next scene is another war scene or attack scene. And Rico, Diz, 2 others go off and they fight one of those bugs, and all 4 of them empty like their clips. Like,
this is the weirdest thing. Their clips will last them. Their mags will last them all day until a bug's there. Then they're empty. They will just shoot at the sky for 6 hours. Then the threat happens. What do we do? I don't know.
And I like how Ironside, the only mission is like locate a bug hole, nuke it, Rico. Rico. That's how he says it. It's so amazing. Rico.
What was that singer? Rico Suave. Rico.
Yeah.
Suave.
Rico.
You said that dreamy. Sounds like you met Rico.
Nuke him, Rico. I practiced that for like 3 nights.
Stop it. Why? Why of all things?
I had to get it right.
That?
I tried it smoking cigarettes. I tried it not.
Anyways, uh, Rico, who's just goddamn
Rico.
devilishly handsome. I'm telling you, man.
Each rank,
good
he
looking
gets more
lad.
his hair looks better.
Every fight, every time he gets wounded or loses a fellow soldier, he's more beautiful. What the fuck is going on?
He's leveling up. He gets more experience.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know.
Fuck.
Now that's an ad.
Fuck.
There's a lot of talk about interesting talk about, hey, should we kill bugs? We try to understand them, you know. Obvious plays on alien existence right there, accepting things that are different. I don't know. There's a lot of underlying tones. Like critics again sharing this movie for being so simple and so stupid. It's not. The dialogue's rough, but it's supposed to be. This is a tongue-in-cheek, fun movie. Like there's a lot of really interesting, complex themes throughout the whole movie. Don't underestimate something just because it's fun or funny. You know. It talks about, are the bugs intelligent? How are they outsmarting us? What's going on? Turns out they're underestimating bugs because they're way more intelligent than we thought. They're capable of like baiting and switching with the brain bug. They can actually, if they don't suck the brains out like a crazed like giant fat zombie, they can actually do a little mind controlling and stuff. And like they've like tricked what?
Nothing. I thought you were gonna use different words than zombie.
What do you think I was gonna say?
For some reason, I pictured it was just your words came out different in my head.
Right.
I realized what you said.
I need to know where
you said. Like it sucks off brains, like you said fat, and then I was like ex-girlfriend, like something like that. And I was like, whoa, that's crazy what your words were. But that was just in my head.
You're already saying, wow, that's crazy.
My brain works weird.
Oh shit! This must be awful to listen to.
Rico only got promoted to corporal now, I think, and Diz to squad leader because
he promoted and then turned around to Diz.
Dung beetle, because it came out of the ground with the giant shell.
A giant one. He shot a hole in it and then dropped a grenade.
Yeah,
exploded.
Rico.
When it blew up, it reminded me of Tremors because it was just covered in like orange goo.
Oh yeah,
Because of that, promoted on the spot. Then he turns and was like, Rico then turns and was like, by the way, you're promoted too now, Diz.
I need a squad leader. How about it, friend?
That's how promotions go. Yeah, still friend zone. Jesus.
And then they have a fucking party. He's like, here's the beer, here's the entertainment.
Yeah.
Have fun. That's an order. So they have the beer, they have the entertainment, and get some.
Yeah, they have a kegger is what they do because Ironside can't stop being cool, right? Those are a party for winning a huge battle.
Act like Dad's here, you know. Act like Dad's not around. I'm a cool dad. Have a beer.
I'm a cool dad, man. I'm a cool mom.
So Rico decides to do what the brain bug does and get really smart, and finally gets with Diz.
Yeah. So Diz asked for a dance, and he's like, "No, I don't do that." She's like, "Come on, we used to dance. Like, just come on." He's like, "You have to pull rank," and he's like being a dick. So Diz is like, "Cool, I love being rejected and heartbroken. This is such a fun life." And
walks back to the friend zone, which is way over there.
Ironside's like, "Hey, dumbass! Remember when you asked me for advice and I gave you that mystery? Here's some new advice. Don't waste a good thing. As in, go get some, son." And he does. And they have a little fun. In fact,
that's Dad to Rico.
They get interrupted by Ironside being like, "Hey, by the way, we got to get going. Sorry, everyone's wasted, but we're going to war again now.
Yeah, we got to go in 10 minutes."
He's like, "Who? your bed's with, and who else is in there?" It's Diz, and he's like, "Make it 20." And they're like,
he should have shot his gun. It was like, "There's a bug next to you, Rico." Rico.
Jesus Christ. That would have changed. Actually, it would have changed the movie. It wouldn't have changed the movie at all because this love affair goes nowhere. This love interest that's been building for so long goes nowhere.
Because the next scene is like, yeah, they go to a compound kind of thing, and there's just death, bodies all over.
They get trapped. So there was
bugs sucking off humans.
No, you're not. You're saying it wrong again. There was no There is no human to bug sex in this film. Let's get this straight.
I mean, we don't have all the facts.
One bug eats human brains like a big fat zombie. Not an ex-girlfriend. No. Anyways, next scene, there's a fake distress call because these bugs are intelligent. We're finding out. They head to this bunker, this outpost. There's been a massacre. The whole crew got slaughtered. The general there's hiding in the closet, like a cabinet.
Oh, bitch.
And man, Ironside is pissed at him. He's supposed to be higher ranking than Ironside, and he's hiding. That's not what you do with the Federation. You stand and fight. Like, it's a total Spartan mentality. Like, you die and you're sealed. Like, that's the whole premise. He was pissed.
Like everyone else is, but this one dude.
Damn near shoots him. Yeah, he let everyone go. He didn't. He just hid. He's not even a scratch on him, you know. Anyways, Ironside almost kills him on the spot for being a chicken shit. Anyways, they get trapped. They call for radio backup. Of course, the only pilot around is Princess Perfect.
Yeah,
like piloting like something like my kid would make out of Legos. Like, they made these great, elaborate, huge sets, tons of world building. They made a city look realistic. They made like ships look realistic. The budget was over because they you know how simple the starfighters looked in Star Wars?
Oh yeah.
It's like a child tried to make that out of Play-Doh. Like, that's how simple this goddamn. Anyways, the ship comes down to pick them up, save the day. Unfortunately, though, we lose Diz. She gets run through. She gets impaled.
Well, not Zim. Michael Ironside standing on like a bug's coming out of the ground, and there's a giant hole.
A big one.
Michael Ironside, he gets swallowed up and bitten in half. And
he's he gets cut in half.
Rico.
He asks,
you know what to do.
For a bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. So Rico kills Suave, and
to put him out of his misery. Like, he was obviously dying.
Which we kind of skipped over.
They couldn't
Ironside
help him.
Shoots somebody that gets carried off by a flying bug, and then he snipes him, and he's like,
"So
I ask everybody else to do that to me." So
it was like a mercy kill because he knew that guy was doomed.
Was gonna die. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Diz only dies because she's running in slow motion, and the bug catches up to her and impales her.
I was sad to see Diz go. She was a cool character, man.
It was a bummer. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was a cool.
And like, Diz is Dina Meyer's obviously super stunning, and they tried so hard to make Denise Richards like this total babe, and I get it, she's really pretty, but like Dina Meyer's a fox, man. Ain't nothing wrong with her at all. She looks great, and she's a bad bitch, and she can fight. She just has curly hair. It's fine. It's fine. But she's doing great, and she's a bad bitch, and she's a good friend. She's holding down the fort. She's a great fighter, and she's good to Rico. And now she dies, and that's the end of it.
Yeah, she dies.
That's it.
And
Bye.
At least she got to have Rico. That's her last words, and then she just goes away forever.
That's it. They couldn't put her in the Magic Lazarus pit though.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I guess she died on the way because Carmen's driving, and she looks back. Xander Zone's like, "Your boy's over there, or your friend is back there, babe," and Carmen's
because they're an item.
And she turns around and sees Rico, and there's just no reaction. She just like,
her eyes well up, and she refuses to look at him.
And he's like,
whatever.
Again.
And he's like, whatever, you guys are fleet. It's not my thing. Good for him for being like, bitch.
So Rico gets promoted again.
Nah. Yeah, this is the 16th time. He's still promoted. They're taking off on the Lego ship. A lot of soldiers have been lost. That's what he says. He says, we do the dying, fleet does the flying.
Yeah.
Goes back in the back of no room in this goddamn Lego ship. I don't know where he goes. There's no room.
How many of the people escaped from that compound? Because there was a lot of those people.
Well, then
some burned to death, and
they have a funeral for her. Not the famous Ironside teacher, super roughneck guy. No funeral for him.
Yeah, they want to focus on the close friendship.
Just Diz, and then they ship her off. They just push her body into space.
Yeah,
they know that. Hold on,
we don't need
Princess
to donate this to science.
If Princess Perfect is piloting the ship, they're gonna hit it. She's hit everything in the goddamn movie because she's a crazy pilot. Like that's a good thing. Jesus. Then he gets murdered again. The new plan from NPH himself, who looks even younger. He looks Doogie Howser status. They're gonna who's a huge high-ranking officer, and psychic. BT Dub. That's just thrown in there.
Yeah, he's a colonel now.
Yeah, he's high-ranking. He says we're gonna capture the brain bug, because they're all connected. We're gonna take it out. You think we know where he is? No, he's on Planet P. They're home. Let's get after it.
Which they were just on. They go back.
So this is the third battle in the war, so Rico's gonna lead the way for his 85th promotion. And they go back to Planet P, and he and the crew now dubs themselves Rico's Roughnecks. Everyone loves Rico because he's a babe.
They
Rico's
rank up their squad.
I think I love Rico. Beautiful bastard.
Rico. This is when a giant bug shit rips through Carmen's ship too.
Yeah.
And hella people just get sucked out and sucked off.
Explosions.
And the captain gets crushed.
Stop saying no one's getting sucked up. We're past the sex scene. We're past the co-ed shower. We're past the sex scene. Diz is dead.
Someone's getting sucked off in this movie. And we're coming up to it.
Stop saying sucked up. Goodbye, sponsors. Oh, God. Speaking of sponsors, this episode is sponsored.
What?
We have a sponsor.
What is it? What is that sponsor? Would you
it's
like
a
to
local.
know more?
All the propaganda ads are virtual, and they all end. We hear this 85 times. So each propaganda ad is probably like 4 or 5 segments, and the movie is like webbed together with these propaganda ads probably like 4 times. And after every segment, would you like to know more? As in like click and find out more about the story. So we hear, would you like to know more? 50 goddamn times. It is so annoying. We have a sponsor. This is it's a local sponsor for us. So those of you in Willows, California, there's a brand new business, coffee and cookies made to order. It's called Hanson's Hankerings. Head on over to Hanson's.
Oh, you have a name for it. Whoa.
Yeah, I'm starting a little business, starting a little coffee business. I've worked in coffee for well over a decade. I love coffee. I know a lot about it. I got a small business in Willows, California. Those who are listening, head on over to hansonshankerings.com. Made to order coffee and cookies. Thank you to myself for sponsoring this episode.
All right, now you can pay me for putting it on this episode.
And awesome. It's on the episode. That's it. Steven's work is done. That's it. Just saying it into the mic. That's all. That's all. And work's done. Yeah, check it out. I'm really excited. I'm terrified, but I'm nervous, and I'm really excited. I think it's going to be cool.
Big steps.
Hanson's Hankerings. Check it out. Coffee and cookies made to order. Yeah, hansonshankerings.com. If you're in Willows, check it out. I'll be delivering the good stuff. Yeah, again, more fire in space. I don't understand how everything's on fire, but it's in
whole
space.
Ship is going down.
I get it inside the ship, but ships are being torn in half and everything's. I don't know. Neil, like I said, DM, we're close. Neil deGrasse Tyson says that he likes wine, and he'll get together with his like other scientist buddies and get sloshed on wine. How crazy of a goddamn trippy Star Trek kind of conversation do you think Neil deGrasse Tyson has with other goddamn scientists?
And then the sun's gonna explode.
They're just freaking out. They're just freaking out.
They start crying and hugging. Or they're just in their sleeping bags in the front room next to a fire.
It's just Neil and Bill Nye just getting sloshed. I would love to be a fly on the wall in that conversation if I could understand any of it. There's a crash landing. They're going all in. They're going after the brain bug. Because of the crash, Princess Perfect and Xander's Own land accidentally, because he's a crazy pilot, land accidentally in the cave system, in the nest of the bugs.
The bug
idiots.
hole.
In the bug hole. Bug hole. With the gut.
Yeah.
They get captured, but they're being held captive as bait because they're intelligent, and the brain bug is there and knows Rico is infatuated with Princess Perfect. Don't know why, but brain bug knows this. Sucks Xander Zones.
He sucks him off.
No, he he puts his bendy straw appendage out of his butt face into Xander's head, and I love the effects because he just his whole head shrivels up, real small.
Everything's.
It reminded me of his eyes go white, the pupils go away. It reminded me of Evil Dead when his face gets all stretched out the wrong way. Is that Army of Darkness or is that?
It would be the second one, I think.
Evil Dead, yeah, Evil Dead 2, which is just Evil Dead redo. He's dead. No one cares. Xander Zone's dead. Who cares? Good riddance. Bye. Later, bro. Princess Perfect is like, Rico will save me. And then Rico does something really smart. He's like, you know what? No. They're idiots. They've landed in the bug nest. It's too late. They're going to be dead. We're too outnumbered. We have to continue the mission to save humanity. Then 3 seconds later, he's like, I just know she's alive. I got to go. Fuck humanity. Fuck the world. Let's go get her.
She's about to get...
She's already impaled. She's trapped by the bug. She's about to get... Just say it.
Not sucked off.
That's not
She's
better.
lined up to be. And she takes this knife that she has. Cuts the sucker off.
God damn it.
Saves herself.
And you see the brain bug's ass face is just flinching. It's really gross.
Yeah.
Disturbing. But there's still a bunch of bugs there freaking out, and you can still see the brain bug. Rico shows up with this super bomb, right?
That's a nuke. Mini nuke.
A mini nuke. They have a lot of these. And instead of throwing it, he doesn't use it. He's just like, I'm here to save you. And they get into a firefight with all these bugs.
They're like, shit, that's a nuke, dog. We're out of here.
The brain bug. Did
you see how big that explosion is? It would have caved in. They would have had a Dante's Peak on their hand where they were caved in and they couldn't get out.
Pierce Brosnan is there.
Pierce Bronson rams his truck right into the bug hole.
He's got the Jeep with the snorkel.
Yep, and it breaks his arm. He's in trouble.
Anyway.
But, yeah, Watkins gets hit. They're firing.
Yeah.
Watkins is like...
It's a bad situation. All to say Princess Dumbass.
Yeah, and he grabs the nuke from Rico, and he's just like... Rico's like, you want to be a hero, Watkins? And he's just like, just trying to kill bugs, sir.
I'm here to kill bugs, sir! And so he takes it. Takes one for the team. Little salute. Pretty badass. Pretty cool. They run, and he fends off the bugs enough so that they can all escape, and he blows up a shit ton of them. But luckily, they were able to escape narrowly. We got Busey, Rico, and Princess Perfect. They escape. Too bad Princess Perfect didn't get stuck. I don't know. Just saying, not a good person.
I thought her leg was hurt, but yeah.
Yeah, she was literally her leg was stabbed. Her thigh has a hole in it the size of a football. Her femur is gone. Yes, and she's fine because she's Princess Perfect. Yeah,
in fact, I think she's walking at the end.
She's fine. Nothing ever happened.
I don't remember.
They gave her the Lazarus pit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But luckily Rico was like, hey, yo, base or whatever the fuck. They're not radios. I don't know how they communicate. They write. and they're like, hey, I found the brain bug. Can you track it? I don't know how, but
Yeah,
like,
it's going
hey, it's
west,
this way.
78, 123.
Yeah, something like that.
Shit.
And luckily, they get out, and everyone's roaring just like everyone was excited when the war first began.
Yeah.
And they're like, what's going on?
Even the same guy that was like, we're going to war, says, we got the bug.
Turns out,
we did it.
Clancy Brown, Sergeant Zim, the drill instructor there, he, like he said, he demoted himself. He found the brain bug and
Zim
roped
got the
that
bug.
bitch. Hell yeah. So he's
tight.
a superhero. Rico gets celebrated as deservedly
probably
he should.
ranked up.
Zim gets celebrated.
Zim probably gets ranked
now.
up,
I don't
pissed
know.
off, goes back to
Zim,
private.
Yeah, Zim goes wherever he wants to go. Then
Hauser's like, I'm gonna touch this butthole.
Yeah,
and then he does it, and they're like, "What's he thinking?" It's afraid.
Yeah,
it's afraid.
And everyone cheers because
everyone cheers. Propaganda.
Doogie Howser
happens.
is psychic.
Propaganda.
And then a weird thing happens, and he's like, "I know it was you that telepathically told me where Princess Perfect was and that she was okay and I should go rescue her." And he's like, "Haha, yeah, don't do that. You could have killed him,
bitch."
God, MPH, son of a bitch.
Even though you're my best
smug
friend.
bastard. It's kind of a happy ending, except NPH, Rico, and Princess Perfect all put their arms around each other and be like, "We make the best team." Bitch, you don't get to say that. Yeah.
Whenever
you're a
we're all three
heartbreaker,
around, it
you're a
feels like
bad
everything's
person.
Cool.
You're not nice to people. You put everyone's lives in danger. You're a shit pilot. No, you don't get to say, like, we make the best team. No, NPH is a magic psychic guy.
It was
who
all
is
his
like
fault.
Head leader chief who is literally designing wartime strategies. That's his job. Rico risked his life 80,000 times. Lost a shit ton of friends. She crashed.
That's all she did.
Princess Perfect.
I guess you can give her that she picked him up from the compound.
We make the best team. God damn.
What? And then there's another propaganda ad.
One more, yeah.
One more where it's like, we need soldiers. We know what we're up against now. We captured the fucking sucker. And then it shows Rico, come on, apes, you want to live forever? And
yeah,
some other
it's
shit.
him. He's some big gun. Yeah, exactly. Join the Federation in citizenship. We need you. And then credits.
Credits. Would you like to know more?
Yeah, it's funny. What a fast movie. Thousands of scenes. Tons of action.
It's fast for 2 hours. It doesn't make any sense.
Wild. I mean,
it was a hit for me the moment I saw it as a kid. I loved it immediately. I don't think I know a single person that dislikes it. If they
before I even
circle.
Understood the depths of like serious conversations, about war, about militaries, about governments,
because it was cool ass action.
Societies, about fears, xenophobia. Like before any of that, I was like, God, this is just badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't know there's a shower scene until like years later because it was on USA.
Exactly.
At 9:00 at night or something.
You know what? I'm gonna rate this 4.5 shower scenes out of 5 because of that.
I like it.
Even though Doogie Howser wasn't a part of the scene, I know he wanted to be, but he wasn't there. Sorry.
Yeah, it's so weird. Everyone else was in the co-ed like barracks dorm thing, but not. He was gone.
Howser, his screen time is probably 3 minutes total.
He wasn't in a lot of it.
Kind of weird. Yeah,
it is weird.
The hero of the movie has 3 minutes screen time.
Yeah, ultimately, he's the one that telepathically found what was going on with these bugs. Because of magic. I don't know.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh well. MPH is phenomenal. Certain characters he does really well. He's very good at playing a young, like savvy, like rudish, like kind of snooty, like not hateful, just like has that tiff of attitude. You know what I mean? Like he's very good at that. Great movie, tons of fun, extremely underrated, deserves all the cult following that it has. Phenomenal, way smarter than critics ever. Now it's getting some notoriety, like, hey, this is kind of a smart movie. There's some cool shit going on. Maybe they were just being
on our old reports.
Maybe
the papers.
Maybe the cheesiness was just satire. Maybe it was a parody. Yes, it fucking was. The director knew what he was doing, right?
Yep.
A lot of fun.
He made RoboCop. Give him a fucking break.
Hell yeah. The kills, the 13 million and change.
Yeah, well, we'll go with like 13 million in one. Rico died, came back.
This might go as the highest kill count.
Possibly.
In King Kill history.
It possibly could be.
Yep, over 40 episodes now. Over 40, man.
Shit.
41 now. Yeah. Getting old. Twitter poll.
All right. Twitter poll from episode 40, White Noise. Which way would you try to communicate with the dead?
That's right. White Noise is all about EVP. Okay.
Yep. And that answer was one of them. EVP.
Was it?
Cameras.
All right.
Ouija board. Call Zack Baggins from Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
And we have a fucking tie.
Really?
Call
Who
Zack
won?
Baggins and EVP.
I'll call Zack Baggins to do an EVP.
We have a fucking tie.
Zack Baggins. Zack to Zack. I know you're listening.
Ooh, Zack
My
to
bro.
Zack.
Zack to Zack.
New podcast coming out, Zack to Zack.
Hi, I'm Zack, and I'm Zack. We're two zany Zacks.
We're going to call out some ghosts.
Bro, somebody touched my arm.
Fucking
Hit my
A.
back. Oh, God. I will never get sick of Zack Baggins yelling at ghosts. Come at me, bro. Okay, so it's tie. All right. It's all right. Hey, we love you voting. Keep your voting. Twitter, Keiko Podcast. Thank you so much. We leave it up to polls because we care about what you think and want you involved. We appreciate it. Thank you for your votes. Horror news.
What do you got?
I got a couple of things here. Let's see. So I was getting kind of pissed off at someone with a lot of skill. James Wan, immense talent, right?
Yes.
The first Saw, spectacular. The first Conjuring, really, really good. Then his universes happened, where there's 85 goddamn drawn-out movies of the same garbage. You know what I mean? Each one less interesting, each one less scary.
Yeah.
Well, he's finally doing something original again. Later this year, Malignant is coming out.
Oh, that's
really
right.
excited about it. Looks good. I trust James Wan as a visionary, as an eye.
Yeah,
I don't like the lazy cash grab, but hey, that's Hollywood, man. Got to make some money. I get it.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what else. There's another movie I'm excited about, called The Night House. Comes out really, really soon. The same director who did The Ritual. Really fun movie if you haven't checked it out.
Oh yeah, that's a good movie.
Yeah, really fun movie if you haven't checked it out. Plus, one of the directors of VHS is doing The Night House, which is a haunted house movie.
Ooh.
I'm all in. I'm all in. Yeah.
I have. So there's this Wednesday Netflix show coming out. Wednesday, as in Wednesday Addams. There's a show coming out on him, and I think I read it was like 20 years after like her being a kid. Like she's in
Wednesday.
college now and shit.
Yeah.
Wednesday Addams.
Oh, it's just about her as an adult.
Yeah, 8.
Interesting.
I think it's 8 episodes right now on Netflix. Not on right now, but it coming out soon.
Have you checked it out yet or no?
No, because it's not out. I don't know a release date, but Catherine Zeta-Jones just got signed on.
My head was like, yeah, Wednesday.
No. Yeah, Catherine Zeta-Jones just got signed on to play Morticia.
Is she playing Morticia? Very good,
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah,
Okay.
good casting.
Man, the Addams Family from the 90s was so fun.
So much fun.
God, what a great just horror meets family film tribute,
Comedy.
like in this delightful Munsters vibe, like in so much respect to like the old TV series too, with the looks and detail, the effects. Great film.
Very
Okay,
fun.
excited. See, I like
Yeah.
reimaginings. Like that's something like I'm not going to steal the same material, remake it for a cash grab. That's fine if you're doing it from a place of passion. If you love something and remaking it, awesome. Go for that remake. You know what I mean? If you truly want to respect the material, yeah, you can try to update it, make a modern movie. There's nothing wrong with that. but when you disrespect it or fuck it up or do it for a cash grab, it's terrible. This is different.
Yeah.
This is taking a premise and just saying, let's put a spin. What if? I like playing what if. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Horror's a fun genre to play with. What if Wednesday grew up? That's fun. That's awesome.
Pretty excited.
Nice. Very nice.
What's next week?
Next week, you and me. Cockfight. Round 2. I'm coming for the belt. Vote. Kingsfield Podcast on Twitter. It was the first thing we ever disagreed on.
Oh my God, is it Village?
The Village.
Yes.
Me and you. One-on-one.
Okay. All right.
Steven is pro Village. I think it's a piece of shit.
All right.
Shyamalan, you son of a bitch. By the way,
I'm excited for this. The Village,
Shyamalan, like to sponsor an episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, tune in next week. The Village. Mind you, when we say this is our 41st episode, I think, and still in our first season, still in our freshman season here at the King's Guild Podcast, we don't count cockfights as episodes. So the first cockfight, you can catch that kingsguild.com, Spotify. This upcoming cockfight is going to be on YouTube as well. Come real soon, so you can literally watch us get pissed at each other. But yeah, we're just gonna hash it out, and you guys can vote to see who the winner is. Cockfight, The Village. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a blast.
You guys, thank you so much for sticking with us on this crazy ass episode. As most episodes are pretty much off the rails after about 5 minutes. We really appreciate you listening. We've been nothing without you. Keep listening. Share this episode with everyone you know. Follow us on Twitter, KKill Podcast, on Instagram, Kings of Kill Podcast, on TikTok, Kings of Kill. We're on YouTube. Just look us up, Kings of Kill, or Kings of Kill Podcast, or Kings of Kill, one of our episodes. It's all going to be on there. We're uploading every single chance. We got full-length episodes. We got some trailer reactions, some clips and stuff. A lot of fun stuff. Subscribe, like, comment, do the YouTube stuff. You know what to do. We appreciate you. If you got anything, don't worry. kingsofkill.com. Do a little shopping. Check it out. Write to us. Request an episode. We care. Thank you for listening, killers. We appreciate you. My name's Zach.
I'm Steven.
And together we are the Kings of Kill.